A very warm morning to our wonderful parents, family members, and friends. Welcome to Kriya Play's Summer Solos Showcase 2026. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here today to witness a true celebration of courage, creativity, and live performance. Over the last 2 months, these young stars have undergone 20 intensive online classes, pored over scripts, crafted unique story worlds, and tackled rigorous offline rehearsals right here in Chennai. Today, the screens are left behind and the stage is entirely theirs. The guiding principle of our program is simple: practice online, perform offline. And today, you will see exactly how that magic comes alive on a public stage. Before we kick off our opening solo performance, I have a few quick housekeeping announcements to ensure the absolute best experience for our performers. First, please take a quick moment right now to completely silence your mobile phones. Our soloists have worked incredibly hard to master their voice modulation and projection, and we want to ensure zero distractions. Second, please refrain from using flash photography during the performances as it can startle the children under the stage lights. Finally, we encourage you to laugh and enjoy throughout the show. But please reserve your biggest, loudest applause for the end of each monologue to allow the kids to maintain their performance flow. Get ready to experience a roller coaster of emotions. To open our showcase today, please put your hands together and give a massive round of applause for our very first performer. To kick things off today, we have a phenomenal young performer from Level 2 who has trained tirelessly to bring a unique character to life, launching us into a gripping thrill ride of a nail artist surviving corporate rivals, hospital shadows, and monsters. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Twisha. Performing her solo piece, Lana Grace, Shadows of Fear.
My name is Lana Grace. People know me as a successful nail artist, but nobody knows the nightmare I have faced to become who I am. It all started in the day I lost my job. Yes, and I still remember standing there in shock that they announced that Lena would replace me. My rival, the person who hated me the most. I still remember laying there in my bed, writing in my diary to convince myself that everything will be okay. But it wasn't. A few days later, strange things have been happening in my house. Cracks in the wall, crack, 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 and soft whispers telling my name, Lana Grace. I stopped breathing. And again, Lana Grace. The whispers became louder, and everywhere I went, I felt a dark shadow following me. I felt sick, very sick, that I vomited badly. Sometimes there was blood, and came the night I will never forget. So I felt hungry, so I went downstairs to my kitchen to, to have a jar of juice. But what, what I saw beside my table shocked me. I saw a two-headed, terrifying monster beside my table. I was scared, so I fastly snatched the glass. I went upstairs and locked my room. The next day, my parents sended me to a hospital called Central Relief Careview Hospital. I still didn't feel protected. I saw black shadows in the corner of my hospital bed. And then I met Nurse Julie. She was kind, calm, and gentle. She listened to me when nobody else did. She felt like I was her family. I became close to her day by day. Then, one day, I fully recovered. I thought everything was fine. Nothing, no worries, nothing. So, then, Nurse Julie slowly walked into my room and she had a strange smile and soft voice, but wrong. She said, Nana, you're fully recovered. Then I got scared. I grabbed my bags, but before leaving the hospital, I was kidnapped. I was locked in a dark laboratory. And then the person I saw in front of me was Lena, my rival, and the dark figure. Then I then I thought my life was over. But I saw my best friend Ella. She walked in. She somehow destroyed the monster. And Lena, I still remember crying there. Then I finally realized that that fear can break you, but only if it lets you control. People know my name as Lana Grace, the person who survived the darkness. And I realized something important, that we should never ever give up. Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for that wonderful performance. Good job, Tusha. Following that fantastic start, our next soloist is a brilliant young talent from level 2, sharing a beautiful kingdom fable, testing character, wood dolls, and finding true leadership through a caring heart. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage S. Nishant. Performing his solo piece, The King and His Four Children.
The king and his four children. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful town surrounded by green hills, sparkling rivers, and tall trees lined the sea. Birds sang sweet songs every morning, and the people in the town was happy and peacefully. The town was ruled by a king, and its name I care deeply for my people, make sure that they have food, shelter, and safety. Because of my kindness, people loved me very much and respected me. One day I was seriously ill. I could not attend the meetings or visit my people. News of my illness spread throughout the town. What will happen if a king does not recover? They started to whisper to themselves. A minister who's loyal and intelligent called the doctor immediately. The doctor examined me carefully and said, Your Majesty, it's not dangerous, but you need rest for 2 days. I followed the doctor's instruction and soon recovered. New worry filled in my mind. I'm growing older and older. Ravi, Tom, and Krishna. They all are talented in different ways. But I could not choose who will become the next ruler. One evening, I told all of my thoughts to the minister. Minister, I have 4 children. They all are talented in different ways. I don't know who will be the trustworthy of becoming the next ruler. The minister thought for a moment and said, Your Majesty, there is a wise guru who lives near the forest. He can help us. People say him that he can even solve the most difficult problem. Then the next morning, I called the guru to my kingdom. After listening, the guru smiled at me and said, Your Majesty, finding a king is not about finding the strongest or the smartest child, a person who has a good heart. I have a test that will reveal who will become the next ruler. I was so curious. What was the test? I asked immediately. The guru replied by 3 wooden dolls and secretly placed them in 3 different houses. Who will bring them the most wooden doll will become the next king, I said. Even the idea seemed strange. I believed the guru's advice. Then, the next day, the beautiful carved wooden dolls were ready and given to 3 beautiful families. Then I instructed them, give this wooden doll when a child who gives respect and kind. They all nodded their head and they went inside to their houses. I went to the kingdom and announcement. My dear children, I think today is the right day to choose the king. I'm going to give a test. Whoever passes in the test will become the next king. I didn't even finish telling the instruction. They started to fight. I'll be the next king. No, wait. I need to tell the instruction. I have hidden 3 wooden dolls in our town. Who will bring the most wooden doll will become the next king, I said. They again started to fight. I'll be the next king, said Sonu. No. I'll be the next ruler, said Tom. Ravi and Krishna was equally confident. Krishna searched. Krishna rushed through the streets and knocked the door. Bang, bang, bang! Poundly on the door. And grandmother. She asked, What do you want? And asked. Somu impatiently shouted, Did the king give any wooden doll? Please hand it over to me now. Just now. The grandmother remembered and frowned at the king's instruction. And she said, No, I don't have any wooden doll, she said. And Somu angrily went to search other dolls. Then Ravi searched. Ravi reached the same house and knocked the door gently than Somu. But when he spoke crudely, Come on, old lady, I know you have the wooden doll. I know you have the wooden doll. Please hand it over me. Just now, he shouted. The grandmother, no, I don't have any wooden doll. Please leave from here, she told. And And Ravi was very angry, very much disappointed. He left the same way. Then Tom searched. Tom came to the same house, knocked the door gently, waited patiently, and greeted the grandmother. But when the conversation started, he spoke like he was the most important person in the town. He spoke, "You need to help me because I am a prince," she said. Then the grandmother gave a warm smile and said, "I don't have any. I can't even help you, even you are being a prince," he said. Tomo was angry and disappointed. He left. Last the least, Krishna came to the same house, knocked the door, waited patiently, and greeted the grandmother with bold respect. "How are you, grandmother? I think today the day went very well for you," asked. The grandmother told, "I'm very well, my child." When Krishna saw she was carrying a heavy basket, "Can I help you?" asked Krishna. "No need, I'll take care." But Krishna didn't listen. He grabbed the basket and went inside. He arranged the vegetables and fenced some water for her. After a while, the kindness of Krishna touched by the grandmother's heart. Then, after the speech, after the talk, the grandmother gave the wooden doll to him. "You have earned this, my child. I'm feeling proud of you," she said. Krishna was very happy. He gave a smile and he went. The remaining houses. The same pattern repeated again and again. Somu was impatient and demanding. Ravi was selfish and Tom was arrogant. But Krishna, wherever he went, he helped others and never accepted anything in return. One house, he went to help to repair the broken fence. In another house, he helped an old lady to carry the firewood. Seeing his good behavior, all the people gave them the wooden doll. Then the final decision. Tom had no dolls, Tom had no dolls, Ravi had no dolls, and Tom came with empty hand to the kingdom. But Krishna proudly carried all the 3 wooden dolls to the kingdom. Guru stepped forward to the kingdom. The crowd cheered to the royal courtyard to hear the result. And I was very proud that my son Krishna has bought all the 3 wooden dolls. And the Guru said,
Today, this test was not about finding the doll. It was about finding the good person who's willing to help others.
Then I went near to my son Krishna and said, "This kingdom is going to be take care of my son Krishna. He has shown the quality of the ruler." Then I gave the crown to him. All the cheers started to shout, "Long live Krishna! Long live Krishna!" Then after a long days and years, my son Krishna became as me. He cared deeply for my people as much as I do. So the moral of this story is leadership comes from respect, kindness, and willing to help others. Thank you.
Outstanding performance. A big round of applause for Nishant. Up next, we have a fantastic performer from level 2 who loves her hometown farm. Sharing a beautifully relatable story about battling endless daily distractions to sing for the rain, please put your hands together and welcome on stage Mitakshi Vishram. Performing her solo piece, Oops, I Got Distracted.
Hello everyone, I'm Mitakshi. Everyone calls me Mittu. I'm almost 8 years old. I was born in New York, but I live in Chennai now, and I love Chennai. That's where I go to school, learn music, dance, badminton, and have lots of friends and family. But there's one place I love much more than Chennai. Any guesses? Not New York. I don't even remember that place. It's Satyamangalam, a small town in Tamil Nadu. We call it Sati. That is my hometown. My family has a farm there. I love the farm. I love feeding the cows and cats, watering the plants, and even cleaning the cow dung in the cow shed. That's me there. Yes, I know. Many people think I'm unique, but that's who I am. I'm super excited now because I'm in Sati, and this trip is extra special. Do you know why? I've been chosen to sing at the pre-monsoon Sati Farm Festival as the lead singer. Can you believe it? Every year after the long burning summer, the farmers get together at sunrise and sing rain songs for rains to come soon. This year, I have to begin the very first song. Now, normally, I'll be jumping around with excitement. Actually, I am jumping around with excitement, but I'm also a little tense. Not because I'm scared of singing. Oh no, I love singing. It's just that the world keeps distracting me whenever I want to finish a task, be it brushing my teeth, or going to bed, or getting ready for classes. Things like this start to happen. Look, here's a beautiful butterfly I made. Ooh, a book. Let me just read one page. I had such a nice dream last night. Do you know what happened? Kirtu, don't cry. I'll fix the toy car for you. Kirtan is my baby brother, by the way, and he's sitting right there. Kirtu, wave to everyone. Hiru, wait, I'll quickly plait your hair. Hiranya is my little cousin's sister. She is also there. Hiru, say hi to everyone. Anyway, back to my monologue. And somehow, 1 minute of distraction becomes 1 hour. And this is what people around me are saying all the time. Mittu, get up and brush your teeth. You're going to be late for school again. That is my father every single morning. Mittu, how long will you sit in the toilet? Stop daydreaming. That is my mother every single day. Mittu, I asked you to drink water. You forgot again? That is my party every other day. I know I'm forgetful. I know I get distracted. I know I live in my own dream world sometimes. But I really do try to improve. But somehow my brain keeps wandering off. Anyway, the festival song in Sati must begin exactly at sunrise. No delay, not even 1 minute, and tomorrow I will be on time. I have practiced the song so many times. I have picked a song in Ragam Amrita Varshini. There's a traditional belief that this Ragam brings rain when sung nicely. I'm going to do my best. I've even packed my things. Alarm set for 4 a.m. I have to sing at 6 a.m. sharp. Let me go to bed now. Good night. Yay! I'm awake. I'm early. Look at me becoming a responsible human. Let me get dressed up. All done.
let me go say bye to the cows. Bye-bye. Here's some grass for you. And oh, let me clean your dung. Ooh, it's getting late. Party, can I put the column, please? Oops, it's getting late. Auntie, can you teach me how to string flowers? Oh, here's a cute kitten. Come along with me. Oh, the sun is up. Oh no! I'm late. The festival has begun. Everyone looks angry. I feel horrible now. They are not going to let me sing. Not their fault. All mine. I must learn to be punctual. Oh, I must. Suddenly, my great-grandfather suddenly stands up. He's one of the village elders. Give this child one chance, he says. He looks down at me and says, me to sing. So I do. Everyone joins me. Some of them are still angry. Pa, pani papa magama, mapa mama gasaga, gama gaga sanisa, samagapa mani pani mapa gama gasanisa gam, pani pama gama pani sani pani saka saka magasani pani sani pama gasa, gama pani pa. Suddenly, one drop falls, then another, then rain, real rain. Everyone starts laughing, shouting, dancing, and jumping in the puddles. And me? I stand in the middle, completely drenched. Oh, what a lovely morning it has been. Hey, here's that kitten again. Wait, come back, wait.
Outstanding job, Mitakshi. Let's keep that energy going as we welcome a wonderful young performer from level 2, bringing us a sparkling comedy about a pink witch deploying glitter potions to fix grumpy humans and fighting meat-loving dinosaurs. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Vidya Sundar Raman performing her solo piece, The Pink Witch of Kindness.
Hello everybody, my name is Pinky, the Pink Witch. And yes, before anybody asks, I'm a real witch. Not the scary kind though. I did not turn people into frogs. Well, not anymore. Now I use my magic for something much more important, kindness. Whenever people stop being kind, whenever they argue, fight, shout, or behave like grumpy potatoes, I appear. I wave my wand, cast my kindness spell, and suddenly everyone remembers how to share, care, and help each other again. Easy. Well, usually easy. Today I'm checking the kindness levels around town because lately something feels wrong. The air feels grumpy, the streets feel noisy, and my magical kindness meter is making very suspicious noises. Beep, beep. Oh dear. That is not good. Kindness level very low. This town needs me immediately. Good thing I arrived. Honestly, without me, this place would become complete chaos. All right, Pinky, time to save the day again. Wait, do you hear that? Trouble already. Two children are fighting over toys again. Humans do really love arguing over tiny things. That teddy bear is mine. No, I had it first. Stop, freeze, pause the drama immediately. There is enough toys for everyone. Sharing exists for a reason. See what I deal with every day? Exhausting. Time for another kindness spell. Audience, I need your help. Everyone say, kindness grows. Louder, kindness grows. Sharing spell activated. Maybe we can share. Yes, sharing is more fun. Success. Another kindness emergency solved by Pinky the Pink Witch. You may clap now. Oh no. Oh no, trouble already. These people cannot survive peacefully for 5 minutes. I cleaned it yesterday. I cleaned it last week. I am not touching that smelly bag. Phew! Okay, first problem, bad teamwork. Second problem, very bad smell. Listen everybody, a happy town works together. One person should not do all the work alone. Time for another kindness spell. Sharing, friendship, helping hands, teamwork. Activate. Sharing spell activated. I'll hold one side. I'll help you too. Let us clean together. There you go. Much better. And the town smells slightly terrible. Another successful mission. Oh no! Oh no! Why are there dinosaurs fighting over a giant piece of meat? This was definitely not in today's schedule. Kindness spell. Go. Excuse me, kindness spell. Go. Oh no, the dinosaurs are too grumpy. Okay, Pinky, do not panic. Professional witches never panic. I'm absolutely panicking. Wait, now I know the potion needs upgrading. A little bit of kindness, a little bit of patience, a little bit of teamwork, and glitter. Always extra glitter. Whoa, too much glitter. The now and new improved Super Dinosaur Kindness Potion is ready. Ta-da! Okay, dinosaurs, round 2. By the power of kindness, sharing, friendship, helping hands, I cast the fire Yes, there is enough food for both of us. Success! This is my greatest achievement ever. And just like that, the whole town became happier again. The children learned sharing, the workers learned teamwork, and even the dinosaurs learned kindness. You see, kindness is a little bit magical. When one person helps, others start helping too. And when one person shares, others start sharing too. And when people work together, the whole world becomes brighter. You do not need a wand to make kindness happen. You just need a kind heart. And remember, if kindness disappears again, Pinky the Pink Witch will always return. Thank you.
Fantastic work, Vidya. Our next presenter is an exceptional storyteller from level 4, steering us through a complex multi-character fantasy epic detailing a grand, magical mission to save the world from excessive screen time. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Yatha Sai Shankar. Performing her solo piece, Enchanted Eyes, Unseen Worlds, a digital detox.
I'm Celine. And what magical object will the master magician choose as the most powerful one in the world? Try saying that 3 times fast. Anyways, the answer is not my broom. The answer is screens. I took this photo just 2 weeks ago of this human staring at his phone. What do screens even have to make them so engrossed? But last week, I saw this human, the same human, and took a photo of him playing with his kids. How did this change, you ask? So last week, I saved a country called America from the spell of screens. But yesterday, I traveled to a new country called India, where the people are still like this. The cars are driving to Nagapattinam instead of Pondicherry. The end. Just kidding. Don't you want to hear the story of how I saved America? So last week, I was walking through the forest thinking of a solution. I saw a beautiful fairy sitting on a duke's petal. Suddenly, a sharp jab to her wing sent her tumbling down. The laughter that followed was cold as ice. She got to her feet, her pearly white skin flushing with shame. Look at the flinchers near the leader of the group. Always falling, always crying. The fairy's delicate wings quivered. She whispered an apology, though she didn't know what for. What's that, mutterer? Speak up, whispered said another one of the fairies. I couldn't bear it. Stop. The fairy raised her wand. I raised my broom. We both cast a spell. None of them worked. Plain-looking witch, she whispered to her gang before going away. I flared up. How did she know that I
was plain looking. I hadn't even shown my face to them. Thank you, whispered the fairy. I'm Elara, Elara Meadowlight. That was Bramble. She's the most popular fairy in Moonmead. Nice to meet you, Elara. I'm Celine. I want to reduce screen time in the world. I can help you, said Elara, smiling for the first time since I had met her. I read a lot of books. So do I said. Come to my hut. We can research. And so we walked to my hut for research. In my library, we started searching for the book we needed about the evolution of computer screens. Perfect. In 1897, Braun made a screen glow bright. The cathode tube brought TV to sight. Carl Ferdinand Braun was clever indeed. His inventions helped technology succeed. Then Henry Round found a magical gleam, helping LED lights become more than a dream. By 1951, color TVs lit the scene, and their discoveries still shine bright on every screen. So it shouldn't be their fault, said Elara. Yeah, I said. Plan A didn't work out, said Elara. I have a plan B, I said. Which is the place in the fantasy world which has the most screens? We looked at each other. Element University, we cried in unison. We teleported and found out that we were on an island with a huge building sticking out of the water. After casting a spell to help us breathe underwater, we found the entrance, and a receptionist guided us to the cafeteria, where we could meet the heroes, Coral and Pearl Deep. We encountered Pearl, who was startled by our presence, but after we introduced ourselves, she led us to her sister Coral. Coral challenged us, stating that if we wanted Pearl, we would have to confront her first. Calm down, said Elara. We want to save the world from screens. And since this is a place in the fantasy world which has the most screens, we thought we'd start with you. Coral and Pearl agreed to help us. But suddenly, a goat and bear started tumbling out of the roof, startling everyone. A bunny-eared girl calmly explained that they were Gomi Gotis and Bob Besson. Later, while visiting Coral and Pearl's ward, a human entered through the window. A human in a scuba suit entered through the window, and we all panicked, raising weapons and spells at the mysterious stranger. Calm down, said the human. I'm not dangerous. Suddenly, the door swung open. A fairy emerged. Wow, she said. The deep dogs are together again. Shocking. Ever heard of knocking? Asked Coral. Or manners? Added Pearl. I just came for entertainment, said the fairy. Then go find a mirror, said Coral. You two are so weird, said the fairy. And yet you came into our room to talk to us? Sounds like fan behavior, said Coral. I am not your fan, said Nora. Sure, Nora, sure, said Pearl. Nora stormed out of the room. Please, said the human. I am Judith Rose, and I don't mean any harm. I'm just une femme innocente. What language is that? I asked. French, said Judith. I am from Paris. We told Judith everything. Suddenly, the window creaked again. Who is it now? Asked Pearl. The room is already full of people. Gomi cleared his throat. And 2 animals, she added. A witch like me entered through the window. Hi, she said. I'm Morgana Nightshade, and I know why you're here. She narrated our story. How did you know? Asked Elara. Witches can read minds, I said. We all looked at the window to see if anybody else was going to come. Nobody came. Shall we leave? Asked Coral. Yes, we shall, everyone else said. I am très suspect about this femme Morgana Nightshade, Judith whispered to us. Why? Asked Elara. I've heard Senom before. I just don't know from where. We entered a dark cave. A bridge was in front of us. Our solution has to be on the other side, I said. Or, said Elara, this is where we all die. We stepped onto the bridge. Your friends don't trust you, said a mysterious voice. The bridge shook. 3 glowing symbols appeared. Look, exclaimed Bob. It's a puzzle. Gomi, Coral, and Pearl stepped on the symbols. It's assessing a travail de cube, said Judith. Suddenly, a huge crack appeared in the bridge. Run, I said. We all held hands and ran to the end of the bridge. Teamwork proved, said the voice. You may pass. We found ourselves outside the cave. How are we going to convince the humans? I thought. How are we going to convince the humans? I thought. Suddenly, we were on a big stage. I was in front of a podium. The rest of the group stood behind me. All of us, except Judith, were disguised as humans. This is how I looked. I cleared my throat. Then I said, Good morning, everyone. Screens are prevalent in our lives, but excessive use can harm our health, affecting our eyes, sleep, and activity levels. Instead of being online all day, we can engage in outdoor play, read, exercise, or spend time with loved ones. Reducing screen time doesn't mean eliminating technology. It means using it wisely and taking breaks. Let's strive for a balance between technology and daily activities. Thank you. The audience clapped. Another voice said, Confidence proved, you may pass. The stage disappeared and we were in the forest again. This is the last round before you meet the final boss, said the voice. I will test 9 values among each of you. Be brave enough to live the life you want, even if others don't understand. A huge lion appeared in front of us. I got into a big fight with the lion. You don't need a cape to be a hero. You just need to care, said the voice. Elara noticed a thorn in the lion's paw. She tried to gently pull it out, but failed. It's better to hurt by telling the truth than to comfort by telling a lie, said the voice, and asked Gomi, have you ever doubted your friends? Sometimes, admitted Gomi. The thorn loosened and Elara pulled it out. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom, said the voice. A huge jigsaw appeared in front of us. Bob thought for a while, then started solving. The future belongs to those who can believe in the beauty of their dreams, said the voice. Bob thought to himself, I can do it. A real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out, said the voice. Suddenly, all of us, except Bob, were trapped in cages. You may save only one, said the voice. What? Exclaimed Bob. No way. As he slid in the last piece, he found a hidden lever which freed us all. The picture was of all of us except Morgana. Judith gave me a told you look. When you laugh, even a shadow feels lighter, said the voice. Something appeared, but we couldn't see what it was because it was covered by shadows. Do you think this is Mother? Asked Judith. Once my sir tried to bake eclairs. We all laughed. The shadows shrank. Judith kept cracking jokes until the shadows disappeared completely, revealing a door with no handle. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have, said the voice. Coral noticed piles of random objects around the room. She used them to make a bridge out of floating blocks and ropes. But when we used the bridge and opened the door, we saw a stone path appearing and disappearing every few seconds. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, said the voice. The path repeats in a pattern, said Pearl. We all waited nervously while Pearl carefully noticed the path and led us across. Now you can find out who the final boss is, declared the voice. It gave us 4 people. You have 3 choices. The people were a queen, a witch, a traveler, and a knight. Now, attendre, said Judith. Now I know where I wanted to know Morgan and Nightshade before. When I was little, I got perdu in a festival in Maville. I remember the strange femme in a dark cloak helping me find my way home. Before elle est partie, elle a dit something very creepy. Elle a dit, someday, Judith, we will meet again when the world is ready to change. I never forgot ce visage. I never forgot the normal Madone, Morgana Nightshade, and that witch looks juicy comme elle. Alors, my answer is the witch. Morgana chuckled leavely. So, you found me out. How sweet. You can only defeat me and then reduce the world of screen time. Otherwise, humans will be destroyed forever. She snapped her fingers. A female goat, 2 fairies, Nora and Bramble, and a young girl, presumably Judith's sister, appeared in cages. You have to free them each, said Morgana. A wall of fire encircled Bramble's cage with a mythical creature nearby. Celine stepped through fear. Elara, you may save either Bramble or the creature. I ran into the flames. Elara said, I'll save them both. A key appeared in the lock. I turned it, freeing Bramble. Gomi's mother was trapped behind a mirror. Speak the truth you fear, was his task. I'm scared I'll fail Bob someday, said Gomi. The mirror cracked, and a voice warned Bob to either leave or save Gomi's mother. Bob chose to stay and save her, selecting one of 3 keys and pushing it into the mirror, leading to her freedom. Nora's cage was slowly lowered towards lava, which prompted Coral to build a launcher out of gears and ropes, and Pearl successfully launched it to save her. Finally, only Judith's sister was left. But when Judith started joking about her baking skills, everyone, including Judith's sister, laughed, leading to her freedom. You, said Morgana. Shadows exploded around her. Cannot. The floor below was cracked. Defeat. Her eyes grew bright red. Me. Maybe not alone, said Elara. But together, definitely. Bob looked at the 3 symbols in the air. The middle one powers the world. I mounted my broom. Then I flew to the symbols. I touched the middle symbol. No, said Morgana, but she was destroyed. Bramble hugged Elara and I. Nora hugged the Deep Sisters. And that's how I saved America from too much screen time. I get letters from my friends all the time. And I even learned French from Judith. But I'm telling you, now itself, Indians, screen time is good, but not too much. I can't have an adventure for every country reminding them of that. But I can repeat the speech. My next stop is Portugal. But I have a song to sing before I leave. Celine and Elara searched far and wide with brave new friends all by their side. They faced dark Morgana with courage, pride, and teamwork helped them win the fight. Together they saved the world from screens at night. Thank you.
Fantastic work. Let's hear it for Yatha. Now, please welcome an adventurous explorer from level 2, initiating an archaeological mystery weaving through the Modera Sun Temple and the sunken underwater palace of Dwaraka. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Sri Raghav Arun. Performing his solo piece, The Lost Treasure.
प्रथम सोहत शर्वरी काल प्रथम सोहत वादी सौवादी गध सुशोभित है श्याम रंग करत धीजतन. Oh hey guys, sorry for the late introduction, but my name is Badrinath and I am an archaeologist. Do you know who inspired me? My father, Rahul Subramanian. And he really loves this song and my voice. He says, it's like Krishna. I like that sound. Oh wait, the doorbell. We better go check it. What's this? A puzzle in my name? Who could be the sender? From my father? But guys, what could be inside this? I'm really nervous to open this. So please can you give me a countdown from 3 to 1? Louder! This? A map? And a clue? Guys, do you know why I'm so shocked? It's because my father, he was searching for this treasure in an abandoned place. Then some people ambushed him and killed him. He got vanished for 10 years and never returned home. But guys, I think through this map, maybe I can find my father. And even the treasure! Wow, that's amazing. But where could this map lead? Modera temple. Come guys, let's go to Modera. Wow, this temple, it's so huge. Do you guys know the speciality of Modera? Come, I'll give you a tour. Modera temple is dedicated to the Hindu sun god, Lord Surya, above our heads. And this temple is in the topic of Cancer. It lies there on June 21st. You'll never get your shadow on the floor. We don't know how. There's a turmoil of questions in my mind. This temple was built during the golden age of the Indian astronomy and mathematics. The Sabab Mandap has 52 pillars, and those 52 pillars represents the 52 weeks of one full year. There are 12 statues of Lord Surya. Do you guys know what it represents? I'll tell you. It represents the 12 months of one full year. There are 7 horses in Lord Surya's chariot, and it represents the long, tiring school days. And in the Garbhagriha, there are 24 pillars. It represents the 24 hours of one full day.
This temple is where spirituality, astronomy, mathematics become one. Boom! Crazy, right? And this temple was built during the Chalukya dynasty in the 11th century. Let me tell you one more interesting fact. This place in the main chamber, so tall, it's 21 feet tall. That's above my head. And in there once stood a great statue of Lord Surya. And legend says it's made out of diamonds and made out of pure gold. And it floated mid-air. First this man. Wait. This. I think it can fit. Wait! That's a ground shape. But guys, it opened up a secret passage. Come guys, let's go. This place is too dark. So I think I need my flashlight. Wait. A scroll. Maybe could be our next clue. So, guys, this palace where a melody of a flute played, where the king was mischievous and righteous. The kingdom flourished with dharma. Wait, Dwarka, we must go there quickly to find the treasure. Maybe my father. Wow, I love beaches. Do you guys love? I think you do. So let's go underwater. Wow. Guys, I see the palace. What beautiful stairs. The massive pillars, fortified walls. Wait, that chest. Maybe it could be the treasure. 3, 2, 1. What? Is this Krishna's flute? What a magnificent, beautiful flute it is. Really like the colors and the feather. Just like Krishna. Maybe it's actually his. We better safeguard this. And we have to go home quickly before my oxygen runs out. At last, I am at home, safe and sound. But I found the treasure. But I'm afraid, what if the people who killed my father are trying to kill me now? No. I'm trying to steal this. I cannot think of bad omens like that. And I cannot allow that to happen. We must safeguard this. And I will protect this and try to search my father until the very end, even if it costs my very own life. Thank you.
Great job, Sri Raghav. Moving forward, we have a worldly traveler from level 2, mapping out a rapid global tour exploring historical monuments from Rome and Paris to Russia, Australia, and back home to India. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Umeshwar Umakant, performing his solo piece, Journeys of a Future Explorer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Umeshwar. Do you know what I wanted to become when I grew up? I want to be a travel explorer. I want to see the world with my own eyes, not just in books or on the TV. My journey will begin by boarding an airplane flying high above the clouds to Italy, whose capital is Rome. In Italy, I want to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is famous for leaning but never falling. I will walk around the Colosseum where gladiators lived long ago and maybe take a small bus to Trevi Fountain to toss a coin and make a wish. Next, I'll take a high-speed train to France, where the capital is Paris. In Paris, I want to visit the Eiffel Tower, which lights up at the night. I will visit the Louvre Museum, home of the Mona Lisa, and travel by coach bus to Palace of Versailles and see its beautiful gardens. Then I will walk into Vatican City, the smallest country in the world, where I will look at its amazing ceiling. Then I'll take a long flight to Russia, whose capital is Moscow. There, I want to visit the Kremlin, just colorful towers. Next, I'll fly to South Africa, where the capital is Cape Town. There, I want to take a cable car, see the Table Mountain and see the sea from above. Then it's time for another airplane to Mexico, where the capital is Mexico City. After reaching Yucatan in Mexico, there I want to explore the Chichen Itza built by ancient Mayans who were good at math and studying the stars. Next, I fly across oceans to Australia, where the capital is Canberra. In Sydney, I want to visit the Sydney Opera House. I'll take a flight to United Kingdom with the capital London. There, I want to visit the mysterious Stonehenge. Finally, I'll return to India, where the capital is New Delhi. I want to take a train to see the Qutub Minar, one of the tallest towers in the world. I will stand proudly at the majestic Tanjavur temple built 1,000 years ago. I love learning countries, capitals, monuments, and I know there are many ways to travel by car, bus, train, plane, and even cable cars. And I hope my journeys will teach me that the world is big, beautiful, and full of amazing people. Thank you and happy travels.
What a performance. Let's give it up for Rameshwar. Next on stage is a deeply expressive, dramatic talent from level 5, capturing a gripping psychological drama of a detective burdened with prophetic, crime-warning dreams since childhood. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Anna Sandhya Arun, performing her solo piece, Lucid Witness.
Life is unpredictable. To live in it, you have to be bold. But not everyone can do that. Dreams, they're a fragment of our imagination, a segment of our subconsciousness. We can never truly know what hidden connotations they may carry. That's not even the scary part. The thing about my dreams is that they're not just dreams. They're warnings, signs, messages. I don't know how or why, but they happen in real time. Daydreams to lucid dreams. Crimes, murders, unsolved cases, you name it. It's been there in my head just a fraction of a second before it happened. Not just in the night, it started occurring more often during the evening, morning to always, daydreams to lucid dreams, screams of terrors from strangers you don't even know. My dreams are literal evidence for many crimes. But who will believe me? A psychopath who talks about dreams and cases that haven't even happened yet. Right now, I'm a witness. No. An accomplice to hundreds and thousands of crimes. To the murder of the victims whose screams were never heard. The first vision happened when I was 8, a mere child. I still remember the eerie feeling I felt. Small twitch I got. I could feel footsteps approaching me, getting louder and louder. I could hear distant crying. I saw a distorted image out the window of a big blue puddle, which looked as if it were drawn by crayons. A boy stood next to it. His footsteps trembled and he slipped and fell inside. Help! Help! A big splash broke the window, and I woke up from this horrid dream. That was the first dream. Later that day, my mother took me to the neighbor's house, as she had some business. Something about their house felt familiar, very familiar. There I saw a small, plump child. He was a toddler, probably just learned how to walk. The adults went into the living room while I started looking for the restroom. But as I was passing by, bright blue light caught my eye. It looked absolutely magnificent. I went inside the room, and my head started ringing. I tried to stop it and get a grip, but I couldn't. I got another vision, a more painful one. I could hear the screams of a toddler, screams of the neighbor's son. Suddenly, I turned to my right, and I saw a painting, the one I had seen in my previous vision. I rushed to the window, and I saw a large indoor pool. I didn't like this. I didn't like this at all. Then the last sign appeared. Soft footsteps approaching. It was my mother calling me to go home. I knew what was going to happen next, but I wasn't going to let it happen. I rushed out of the room as fast as I could. I ran around the whole house, trying to find the pool, until I was ultimately out of breath. One more door. I thought I could do this. Then a scream. I stood still out of the sudden chilling shock that overtook me. I couldn't even move to open the knob to check what had happened. Tears didn't even form. That's how horrifying it was. People shouted and moved past me while I just stood there in a corner, completely shaken. Ever since that, I was never really the same. The dreams continued one after the other, each one worse than the last. Every night, I heard screams from strangers I didn't even know existed. I tried to tell my parents and adults, but they all ignored me. But eventually, even they had to acknowledge it. They took me to almost all the hospitals in our town. Most of them deemed I was crazy without even trying. Some of them even said I made it all up. If only that were true. I was a coward and I knew it. Not because I didn't even try, but because whenever it mattered the most, I froze. My upcoming dreams weren't exactly kinder than the previous one. I had several dreams. Some were small, some were absolutely devastating. I once dreamt of the neighbor's dog running loose. For a week, I begged them not to let it outside, but they didn't listen. 3 days later, the dog went missing. I don't know if it was the vision I saw, but after a while, you stop believing in coincidence. Then there was the history teacher. I saw him falling down a huge flight of stairs. I followed him for a month like a puppy. Looking back, I would have looked utterly ridiculous. But later, he fell during a school trip. Nothing may have happened. He may not have gotten hurt. But the vision still happened. For a year,
For a decade, I gave it my all, my whole teenage years, trying to save them all. Every single time I felt like giving up, I would get a vision. And I couldn't just stand there watching innocent people die. I didn't want to act as if I didn't get these visions, because if I don't do anything about them, despite knowing about it, who will? I tried to stop sleeping altogether, because it was supposed to be sad, tiring, I think. Sad, tiring, I think. At this point, my childhood was filled with these visions equivalent to crime thriller TV shows that my parents wouldn't even let me watch yet. The result of that is that I'm such a dull person. I'm so stiff from moving around from the biggest turning point in my life. Because that was the day I found my motivation. I found something I hadn't found in a long time. Hope. Not the childish kind that makes you think everything can magically work out, but the stubborn kind that makes you believe you can try even after falling 100 times and still go on. That was the day I decided to become a detective. Right now, I'm 31 and a detective. My dreams still continue, but for the first time in my life, I finally know what to do with them.
Great job, Anna. Our final performance for this batch comes from a very energetic soloist from level 2, launching a fast-paced, movie-inspired dream chasing a slippery purse thief across underwater shipwrecks and harsh deserts. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Laya Roshan. Performing her solo piece, The Magical Chase.
Hi, I'm Laya. Today, I'm going to tell you what happened one day during my summer vacation. One day, I was watching the movie Mission Impossible. When my mom told me it was time to go to bed, you know, all moms are really frustrating sometimes. This was one of those times. And I was watching an amazing scene. Ethan had to retrieve an important medicine from the villain's hideout. Ethan's team includes a master computer hacker and a super pilot who can ride any type of aircraft in any difficult part of the sky. When they walk into the villain, and Ethan himself, who comes up with the master plan to go into the villain's hideout. When they go into the villain's hideout, they are surrounded by so many obstacles. When they walk into a room, the temperature increases just so minutely. And even that minute increase alerts the villain by ringing an alarm. And this was the scene I was watching when my mom told me I needed to go to bed. I guess even Ethan had to listen to his mom sometimes. Well, good night, folks. Whoa, where am I? I've never seen this place before. I look around and see a banner. It said in bold writing, in this land, people have magic powers and they can use it on others. Whoa, What is this? It's a magical wand. Yay! Now I get to use this and create magic. Is that a crier here? I see a man snatching an old woman's purse and running away. The old lady starts pointing at me and shouts, "Police, help, help." As I look down at myself, wow, I'm dressed as this policewoman and she is beckoning me to help her. I ran into the strange land hoping to nab the thief. I see a large water body in front of me. Wow, is this the Pacific Ocean? And could the thief have swam underneath to hide from me? Let's check it out. Repond. The word just slipped from my mouth. I really don't know what it does. I dive head first into the water. Wow, how is this even possible? I am able to breathe underwater. Now I get it. Bripond is the magic spell that helps me breathe underwater. My, this is so beautiful. It's so colorful around me. I see so many fishes. I see stingrays, blue whales, seahorses, a clan of dolphins, eels, and a huge gold and yellow ball of fish swimming past me. There at the bottommost part of the sea, I see a wrecked ship. Could the thief have gone under it to hide from me? Let's check it out. I find a small entrance and swim into it. My, this ship is so big and it has so many rooms interconnected to each other. As I swim into the shipwreck, I see something blue in color wiggling. As I approach it, I see that it's a baby dolphin tangled in some rusted wires. "Releasio," I cry. Immediately, the wires crumbled and the dolphin let out a sprout of bubbles as it escaped. It swam a little to check if it was all right, and then it came to me, touched my nose with its snout, circled me a couple of times, and merrily swam away. I was really happy to have saved the gentle creature, but no thief, no purse. As I swim back up to the surface and step out of the water, my feet sink into soft sand. I see miles and miles of sand ahead of me. Am I in a desert? Oh my, so hot, and I feel so parched. There in the distance, I see a pond. I gather all my strength and walk towards it. So strange. The pond is moving away from me just as I walk towards it. I've read about this. This is how many people get tricked by the desert. It's an oasis. No, it's a mirage. I'm not falling for this. I searched behind high sand dunes for any signs of the thief, but no thief, no purse. Just then, a hot wind blows from the west. It's a strong wind, and it's bringing a carpet of sand along with it. If I'm gonna stay here any longer, I'm gonna get buried here forever. Magico carpetren. I summon a magic carpet from the sand line and fly away into the desert.
I alight at the end of the desert and I'm surrounded by thick trees. How does this place have a sea, a desert, and a forest so close to each other? It's so astonishing. It's so dark here. Indigo. As soon as the word leaves my lips, the area around me lights up. Wow! I see trees bearing fruits, some vegetable plants, and streams. I eat to my fill and quench my thirst. Wait, is that a cave I see there? Just then, I see a shadow go into the cave. I think it's the thief. I follow the shadow into the cave in stealth mode. As soon as I reach a point, I see the thief and the purse clutched to his chest. As soon as he sees me, he breaks into a run. Jelly legs, I cry. Immediately, his legs become wobbly and he falls down. Wait, I almost forgot that even he has magic powers. He screams, "Wings, Creator," and he flies away. But to my surprise, he dropped the purse. I quickly grab the purse and fly back to the place where I saw the old lady. I give the purse back to her and tell her to check its contents. She is really happy that I've retrieved her purse, and the joy is evident on her face. As I turn around, she calls me and says, "You have done well, and I would like to gift you." Then she blesses me with the word "giftrious" and waves her hand. Just then I turn and heave a big sigh of relief when I hear a familiar voice. "Laya, darling, wake up. It's time to go to school." Wait, was it all a dream? But it felt too real to me. I toss around my bed, trying to remember the adventure I had in this strange land. I get up, make my bed, but I felt something hard in my pillow. Wait, what? Is this the magic wand the lady gifted me? It could have been a dream, but it very well could have been real too. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Leia. What an absolutely breathtaking display of talent we have witnessed today. Let's give one more massive round of applause to all our incredible solo performers. Seeing these kids shine on stage is a testament to the power of performance-based learning. And parents, since our kids are already a vital part of the Kriya Play family, we want to make sure you are the first to know that our year-long regular sessions are officially open for registration. The upcoming 2026-2027 edition of our Speech and Drama After School program is opening batches in branches near you.
I like Kriya Shakti class because it is fun, exciting.
They tree the velvet Fuji. So cute.
I thought you guys were rapping some song.
I like Kriya class
because
My confidence level has also increased.
and now I've gained so much confidence.
Like now I'm very confident, I'm able to act, and I learned a lot and I progressed so much from here.
In school, taking theatre classes helped me improve my public speaking skills.
This class has also made me express my emotions, feelings,
And it's really improved my skills.
and I could actually speak louder, and it helps us to be more creative.
The courses which I had done during my career play years had definitely made my CV look a lot more clearer. And I think that all those years which I spent doing those career play courses back in school had definitely enabled me to foster those two skills.
If there's anything in topic of Kriya Shakti, I would always choose that first.
You want your children to continue building this spectacular confidence all year long, please contact our help desk right outside the hall today or head straight to our website at kriyaplay.app/courses to secure your spot. And now, it's time to celebrate the immense hard work and major milestones of our current batch. I would love to call all our spectacular students from today's showcase to come up and join us on stage. To help us honor these brilliant young achievers, I would like to invite someone very special from our team up to the stage to distribute the awards. Please put your hands together for Miss June to join us on stage. Every single child standing before you today has completed a massive journey to earn their certification, which proudly features their International TED-Ed Student Talk certificate. As I call out your name, students are requested to step forward to collect their certificate along with your copy of the official published volume of the Summer Solos book. First up, the survivor from Lana Grace, Shadows of Fear, Twisha. The king from The King and His Four Children, S. Nishant. Up next, the lead singer from Oops, I Got Distracted, Mitakshi Vishram. The magical witch from The Pink Witch of Kindness, Vidya Sundar Raman. Following that, the screen time saver from Enchanted Eyes, Unseen Worlds, Yatha Sai Shankar. The archaeologist behind the lost treasure, Sri Raghavarun. Up next, the traveler from Journeys of a Future Explorer, Umeshwar Umakant. The master detective from Lucid Witness, Anna Sandhya Arun. And finally, the quick thinking agent behind the magical chase, Laya Roshan. Thank you, students. Before we officially wrap up the day, an event like Summer Solos is incomplete without hearing from the true anchors of these children's lives. We would absolutely love to hear your feedback, observations, and reflections on your child's creative journey over the last 2 months. Please kindly share your feedback outside with our team. To wrap up this incredible showcase, we must extend our deepest gratitude to the people who made this grand offline performance a reality. A massive thank you to our incredible venue sponsors, Idea of Joy, Little Trails, Chettinad Harishri Vidyalayam and JS Global. Thank you so much for opening your doors and supporting young theatre. Most importantly, a huge thank you to our visionary instructors, our dedicated parents for your unwavering support, and to our superstar students who proved today that creative courage can indeed change history. This is Kavya signing off. Have a wonderful day ahead and keep supporting the arts.